Welcome to Madden, where I am losing the game.
The Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
So yeah, this is gonna be fun.
Point after through the raindrops, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
I'm currently trying to still wrap my head around and use that, but I passed away. 39. Sway third attack.
For their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And I think if you're handing out hardware through 2 weeks of the season, he might be your MVP. Already 7 touchdown passes in just 2 games.
Stuff Long's passed away now? Huh? Like, what is it?
New episodes streaming Wednesdays.
Shotgun snap. Inside handoff, Deion Jackson, and he is in there. Touchdown! Deion Jackson, a rushing score for the Colts running back out of Duke. And the second possession for the Colts, much better than their first.
That's funny. I'm talking after when the green zombie pull off an upset against the play Holloway. No.
On first down, here's Stroud.
He can pull off a hot upset against Holloway. Then Holloway ain't top 5 anymore. Because last time, as I checked, the last time by Korean Zombie was good was 2015.
The numbers for him from a week ago, and you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw it right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
Stroud now on second down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Brian Asamoah working his way in to pick up the sack. And now here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Under pressure, they got him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Dragon 60. Let's go now. 19 Lions.
Stroud now on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. K.J. Osborne, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
This is such a good unit of covering.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
19. Cup 19.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Stroud out of the gun here. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st, as he can only get this to about the 19. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. 4th down, here's Stroud. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Stroud looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Texans are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind is certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Going for it with Pierce. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, are going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Fourth down, Stroud going to try to throw for it. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. They'll run again with Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Dobson, and unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. It hasn't been obvious in these conditions. No points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question,
why was it ran a bit? You bitch.
Finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down.
Pierce is going to lose his fucking job. He shouldn't fucking be in there. It's a fucking simple game. Wing back 1. Boy, Weiss Hall, motherfucker. 3rd power. It's all fucking Hall. Pierce shouldn't fucking see the fucking field.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Stroud.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to break off of anything, I guess.
A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kareem Hunt with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense. Fuck you. Fuck you. I hope his leg fucking snapped.
And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans back out there and ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go and try and put some pressure on the defense.
A big pickup of 38.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't it?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off-play action. Dobson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Final play of the half, Stroud. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on over to... And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops.
And this play's still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. And that is going to wind up incomplete.
Do that
So
fake
they
again.
try to do something you don't see
No,
too
fuck
often,
you.
but it doesn't work out. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still, fourth down upcoming.
Okay. All was going to be wide open. Fucking hell, these guys are stupid.
Stroud and company
There you
going
go,
for it. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. Off to the
They left him open.
Now he's loose up the left sideline. Touchdown, Houston.
They think it was going to be a quick play. No, they left the running back open. As soon as the ball came, he caught it.
Pays off with 6 points.
That's literally all he needed to do was catch the ball, then we win. Then we start to get in a lead again.
At home, he missed it. No good. And they'll
You're done.
remain down
You're done
by a
getting a
point.
kick on the draft. You're done. You're done. You're out of here. You've lost your job. That's simple now.
So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Cowboy Eddie, how about you go shove a fucking Cowboys hat up your ass?
Throwing to start the drive. Dobson. And that one drops down.
He actually reached the ground behind his balls. Dude, you're grabbing that.
Second down. To throw again. Dobson. And it's thrown.
Oh, what about me? No, you're not in this episode. Shout that to Chowders. No, you're not in this episode. I gotta find that clip now.
Alright, people are tripping about this video, so I gotta ask, would you eat this?
That's a face hugger. Hold on. That's a fucking face hugger from that one movie, Alien.
Hello, what about me? No, you're not in this episode.
That's legitimately what happened there. Just that, no, you're not in this episode.
After 5 centuries away from Earth,
No, you're not covering this player.
And it also brings up for
Region, never before seen in the mainline Pokemon game.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
And now out comes Houston. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with his better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more the observation, because look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Not ready enough to take.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. He finds his
Go
man.
Moody.
It's Moody. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a a short yardage situation here for second down.
To just the most qualified candidate, and then I can select the top.
The second down throw now from Stroud. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moody.
So let's go through them first to see which ones would work and which ones would not. First is Lorelai, an ice specialist. Despite her notoriety and professionalism, I have my concerns. She claims to be an ice specialist while really being just as much of a water specialist in most of her teams.
Options forward. It's another first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions, and the blink of an eye, they got first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hitting this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly, and now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
Throwing now is Stroud. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
What? No. Fuck you. That's bullshit.
And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a costly INT in the end zone, no less, puts the brakes on their potential scoring drive.
So many teams stick with the passing game down near the goal line because they see it as an extension of what they do between the 20s. But as we said many times, the further you drive, the more the field shrinks. And that was a nice job of making a play on the football and coming away with the interception. And you got to give it up to him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Next is Karen, who has been...
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
She's the only Karen that I'm blitzing.
And this is going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gather the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And here's Ryan Wright now, as he's on for the 5th time here today.
Karen is a strong candidate.
Ignoring all that. I like this man.
She ends up having a fully dark team. Although she
A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards. But, hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team.
Just do that human being away.
It means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football.
Cool.
He feels like he can't throw any complete pass when he throws it down right now.
He's looking really sharp. First and 10, it's Stroud.
Alicia is not that appealing.
His throw incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now in the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Good work there to force the incompletion and fourth down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on fourth down so far, so you may want to double check things there.
Never mind. Check the ball and make sure it's drive in.
DK Metcalf with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have scored again in this third quarter. This time to move out in front.
Boom! That's what we need.
Fly or dust stocks as an Elite Four member, I cannot take you seriously. Bertha is a strong trainer using the strong grounds type, but I have my concerns about how many Pokemon she uses with 4 times weaknesses. 3/5 of her Platinum team, what I consider to be her definitive team, is weak to grass, and that's just one of the 4 times weaknesses.
For the 2 points. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play.
I feel like she wouldn't be interested, which is okay, because I don't think I am either. Clinton is kind of an idiot. He claims to be a fire specialist, yet more than once uses a team that's less than half fire type. That's not entirely his fault, since the feminine pro regional decks only has fire types. But like, he should have known that, and should have picked a different special team, not marketed himself as a fire specialist, when he's really not. Lucian is easily the best candidate of the Sinnoh Elite Four. He's intelligent, actually uses a team on entirely his type specialty in every appearance, and uses strong Pokemon like Alex and Bronzong.
Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They gotta get their timing back.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
And someone with those time management skills is sure to be a high-quality hire. Also, she uses Go-Work and Chandelure.
They run right side with Hunt.
Marshall is also a strong candidate, seemingly literally. His team carries good coverage for their weaknesses, but I worry about their lack of dual types. He has trained under Alder, though, a champion, so he has a really good resume. Brimsley was a Unova Elite Four member, but he has since stepped down and seems to be enjoying retirement in Alola, wandering about and excelling in business surfing. I don't believe he'd be interested in exiting his niche, because based on his appearance change from Unova to Alola, the stress of being an Elite Four member was getting to him.
Operating from the gun.
Caitlin is a strong candidate and has proven her ability to battle. Meaning it's a spoiled Battle Castle princess,
and he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
She is one to consider for sure. Next is Malva.
Should get
She
all
was
the
a
credit.
member of Team
Sometimes
Player
I'm thinking
before the
the
player
quarterback
takes it
just
down
says,
and just
"Hey, who's gonna
openly
make a play
talks
for
about
me?
this
I just
and
need
is
something
annoyed
right
with
here."
the player
And the
for
end
taking
result
down the
there,
organization.
nice first
How is this
down.
woman
Clock
not
keeps
in
moving.
prison?
And
Like,
a throw
she was
on
part
first
of an
down there, but
organization
it's
that tried to
incomplete.
literally kill everyone. What on earth? No way I'm hiring her. That would be a PR disaster. Siebold, along with the rest of the College Elite Four, are difficult to judge in regards to team prowess,
He'll
since
try
they all
again with
only
the
have
arm here
one
on
team
second
of 4
down.
Pokemon. His team is solely but small. He's battled with small and short.
He couldn't get
Is a famous
losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up
in this
third.
region. The tourism
Throwing on
it's
third and
just people
long.
wanting to eat
Dobson.
there. But this group
Crosses his body and it's intercepted. Now he's hit and trying to lose football.
This is what we want.
And the Texans are right back in this football game.
Please review that.
Changes hands. We're going to take a look at
Give me back my ball. Yeah, give me that back.
So that one overturned.
We're gonna have this play. Rudy's probably gonna find a way. Rudy's probably gonna get open.
They'll throw it with Stroud here.
And he does just that, baby. Woo. Woo. Easy. Just someone slightly like Moody, who's big, not that fast, but fast enough.
Back to throw. Here's
And
Stroud.
gets open. It doesn't drop the ball like he does.
That'll bring up second down.
He's wide open. He hits his hands and he dropped it. Come on, man. You're not giving the best reason for why I should want to re-sign you and never your contract is up.
Able to find a lot of empty space there.
CJ Stroud's giving good reason why he might be able to carry his team for a play Super Bowl this year. He's got better weapons.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make
That's
sure
around him. He's got a good defense, so if he starts to suck,
And he's in. Touchdown.
And Bruce Hall is finally starting to look like Bruce Hall last year in real life. In real life last year. So a multi-threat, try and stop him, you're a rough kind of player.
Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The type is. I'll keep him in mind. Drasna is fine, but I don't think I'm interested in her. She's a dragon specialist that fails to use a pseudo-legendary at any time. which isn't great considering how many of them are dragon type. There are better dragon specialists. Hala is a heavy hitter with strong Pokemon, but he's also the Kahuna of Melee Island, and that's more than just a job. It's a true responsibility. The Island Guardian personally selects them, and Kahunas have the honor of presiding over the Island Challenge, tending to the island ruins, and being a leader for their island's culture. I would not feel comfortable trying to take Hala away from that position, and the same goes for Olivia, since she is also a Kahuna. They're great, strong battlers, but they're just too tied to a low. I'm also not considering Acerola for a similar reason. The Kahuna, she is a trial captain, and while that is a temporary position, she is also the last living member of an Alolan royal family. I also feel very confident she'll end up as the Ulula Kahuna once Nani retires, and that she should remain there. Plus, she's literally a child. Like, I know she's like kind of a teenager, so it's like, I guess some teenagers can work, but I don't want to risk it. I'm not hiring children. There are laws, and I don't want to accidentally break them.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them,
Healy, on the other
still two
hand,
more
would be a
downs to
great
connect
candidate.
and try and pick
He's
up another
powerful,
first
a
down.
previous Island Challenge champion, and somewhat famous. Being
Throw over the
both a
middle,
professional
taken
golfer
in.
and the daughter
He's
of a
going to be
major
taken
resort
down
owner.
with another
Additionally,
first
being
down
a
as the
flying
stop's
specialist,
made
her
at the
teams will
Texans'
always be
21.
quite diverse. My
Again,
only
he'll
concern
drop to
is that
throw.
she wouldn't really be interested because this is a lowly populated region that still has a lot of developing to do, which means we're not going to have any golf courses. So, I think she'd be great, but I'm not sure she'd be interested. Elaine is another candidate that I'm very interested in. He's a steel specialist that is not easy to beat, especially his medic race. Additionally, he both runs the Alola Park system and the Hawkalani Observatory. So if Sophocles can take those over, Elaine could help get the technological and scientific areas of the new region more developed. Plus, he's basically Pokemon's version of Hank Elaine, and I feel like that would be a good person to have around. Rika's pretty cool, and she's proven that she can be professional due to the additional roles she fills for the Pokemon League. I like her defense specialty, but I worry that her squad is a bit underwhelming. Poppy is a literal baby. Yo, are there not child labor laws in Paldea? Because there are in this new region, and I can't have a 3-year-old being an Elite Four member. Like, how is this allowed? No, send her to freaking daycare with her giant metal elephant. I think Larry would be a great hire. He's a turnover. Like, how is this allowed? No, send her to freaking daycare with her giant metal elephant. I think Larry would be a great hire. He's lovable and professional, somehow able to manage the responsibilities of his day job, being a gym leader and being an Elite Four member. He's overworked, though, so if I gave him the chance to be just an Elite Four member,
and he's not
the
going to
other
go ask
things,
for the football.
potentially for more money that he's making currently, that could brighten him up a bit.
What does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Although I will say some of his team members would need to be swapped for
This is an absolutely big
Hassel is a strong trainer who uses good, tough dragon types, and he's a refined educator who isn't afraid to display his emotions. Should all give this man a lot of credit for his displays of non-toxic masculinity. However, he is from a faraway region, maybe the one I'm hiring for, but I doubt it. And in the games, but one of Hassel's relatives tries to convince him to come home, but his student support prompts him to remain at the academy. I think Hassel is too loyal to the academy, which is fair and frankly honorable, but it also means it would make sense to him.
Oh, he just picked up Kirk and slammed him on his neck. God damn.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as he'll run on first down.
Rika and Larry. However, there are other impressive candidates that are not currently Elite Four members. Specifically,
get upfield and get down, protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives him a chance to regroup, and it means you have to snap the ball additional time, which always
Sabrina
means
is the toughest gym leader in Kanto and continues being powerful in most of her appearances. Her World Leaders Tournament team in the Pokemon World Tournament is seriously tough, and she's an actress on the side, which would increase the new region's artistic status. Galler doesn't have an Elite Four, but Raihan might as well be a part of it. He's the strongest gym leader
The medical
and the
staff is
strongest
going to
trainer
come out
fight
here and
in the
take a
Champions
look,
Cup.
and
He
we
doesn't
will
use
take a short
exclusively
break.
dragon types, but I'm willing to let that slide
On
if he makes
first
himself
down,
more of
right
a
back
weather
to Hall.
specialist
And he's going to
focus on
take
his
this ahead
sandstorm
for right
strategy.
around
Not the
3
goofy
yards, but no
multiple weather
more
one
than
he uses
that.
in the Champions
Second
Cup.
down.
He can't use Dynamax in this new region, but his Duraludon would still be a force to be reckoned with. Plus, he's an influencer. He's got a massive social media following,
looks like
so if he
he'll
takes this
throw.
job there,
Pressure,
just
and
think about
down
how
he
much
goes.
tourism
They're
interest
second back
this
at the
new region
36.
would get. The main hang-up with
Of these
Raihan,
three.
though, is whether he would want to go.
Now on
It's said
third
that
and
Raihan
long,
is
they'll
strong
look
enough to
to
be a
throw.
champion in another region, which is a
that
big
is
positive
incomplete.
aspect of his resume, since I want my elite four to
Boy,
be
the numbers
powerful,
throwing the football
but he
just
hasn't
not
done
trending in
so
the right
because he
direction.
wants
Last
to
week he
defeat
was under
Leon.
50%.
I worry
He's
that
under
he wouldn't
50% again
accept
here.
the job
And we
if I
haven't gotten an
offered it
announcement,
because he
but it
wants to
appears
stay
to me
in
that he might
Galler
be a little
to finally
dinged up and
defeat
is just trying to
Leon.
play
The
through.
final gym
He
leader
has
I'm
one of those
considering
tough
is
guys
Iona.
that wants to answer
Despite
the
being a
bell each and
lower-level
every
gym
play
leader,
for his
our
team.
post-game
That might
team
be
is
just
solidly
his
fierce.
accuracy.
Issues Leon, which, as I mentioned, means she's more willing to travel.
As they wind
Plus,
up
she's a
converting
streamer,
here
which means that not only
But
can
when
she
you're up by
easily
2 scores in the
continue
fourth
doing that
quarter
job
and you're
from
going to throw the
basically anywhere
football,
with internet
expect
access,
to see a
but
lot of
again,
man coverage
more
because usually
publicity
what comes along
for
with
the
man
region.
coverage is
Like with
pressure.
Raihan.
To hear
She's
play
also
call,
said that she
and you
has
want to
trouble
keep
going
throwing the
out for
football,
casual picnics due to her massive
just make sure your
popularity,
offensive line
so spending time
understands
in
these
could be
guys are
very
running
appealing to
offense
her.
like you drive.
So with those added
Ball
elements,
is
those are all of
down,
the
stomped
candidates.
down. How
I
about
spent a
that?
lot of time
Back-to-back completions.
interviewing
They are
and
rolling.
going
So
over
much
their
for being
resume and
conservative
winning
and
some
running
test
that
battles.
football.
But
And he's going to
after
get
that
this back to the
long process,
3-yard line
I
and
think
no
I
further.
finally selected
They'll say no
my
gain on the
ideal
play, and it'll be second
The
and
first
goal.
person is Malay. I really wanted a steel specialist due to how powerful the type is, and I'm not considering since he clearly just wants to spend time with his daughter. Additionally, his technological and science background will be instrumental in developing the fourth world and lower tech region. And like I said, I'm both one and green. Next is Iona. I think she's great, and for all the reasons I mentioned, I think she'd be both a worthy opponent and bring a lot of positive attention to the region. Plus, I like the electric type a lot. Next is Karen. I can't leave the best for last.
Damn it.
She races a Tyranitar to add to her Mega Houndoom. She becomes even stronger, and we get along swimmingly. And professionally, finally, is Raihan. His sand team is just so good, and could be even better once filled out with a Garchomp or a Tyrantrum. And he brings so much publicity. Ideally, he can defeat Leon or move on from that obsession, but if he chooses not to leave Galar, I'd instead go for Seabolt. Water is such a strong and versatile type, and I feel like his team would be very strong if filled out.
This time, we'd like the family members to move forward and put on your soldiers.
Like a steel trap, eh? All the effort you've been putting in around Paldea has really helped you make a name for yourself. Built up some goodwill, that's for sure. So I've been able to secure 2 allies who want to go to Area Zero with us. That should have us ready to... Okay, so... Anyways, after that training, I feel like I could actually beat her.
Maybe with some frustration
Got Earth
after the
Power on
PAT miss.
Let's try this again.
Nuwangu now for the
Team's
Zin
higher
zone.
level. I don't know where this outbreak is. Is there a cavern that runs under this place? Okay. Another new in-game day. Or night. The time changes when you close this off for reopen it, so it's kind of hard to follow. I want to look at just what the new stuff for the... Anyways, after that training, I feel like I can actually beat her now. I've got Earth Power on Toad's Cruel. Let's try this again. My team's higher level. I want to make sure from the side. Avenge me if you can, eh? Bet I will. Why is the baby here? Well, Ice School Spear has a lot of people, so I think I'm okay to not heal that yet. My hair is really
Stupid.
They have a little bit of time left here,
Sometimes it
but this
curls
one's
like
not
this,
going to go their
sometimes
way.
it doesn't. I don't really know.
And this is where, in this situation for me,
I want to make sure I look cute.
You're
Oh,
not going to make up for what's happened during the
think
game
so.
in this last
I will
season.
fight the
See
baby.
what they do here in this
Really,
last
really,
sequence.
there should be laws against this.
So,
Where is the parental supervision? She's like
No,
six. So cool you made it this far, but this is where you say bye-bye, mister. All my Pokemon are super tough. Your weak attacks will work on them and all. They'll bounce right off. You'll see. Am I kidding me, my friends? So here they come.
First down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's
Who made that appear off the air?
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he's got this to Jefferson. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
She's definitely steel.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed in intermission. They come out, they have the big second half.
I'm still going to Dragon Dance. Unfortunately, the steel ISO spears now not very effective.
We always talk about teams making adjustments.
I mean, I can do this, so I'm not like, it's going to go for a steel move here, and I won't get hurt. And Crunch is still neutral, so that could be enough for most of the Pokemon. Okay. Heavy Slam no longer super effective. Okay, that would have been twice as bad. Crunch. This thing has good physical defense. Oh, so close. Stealth Rocks. Oh, I'm fine with that. If I don't have to switch, that's awesome. Didn't use a potion. Okay. Corbinite. Hey! I can use Icicle Spear on that. Effective, yep. And I keep my stat boost. And this hits. This is my strongest move because it's guaranteed to hit 5 times. Ooh, might need it. Nope, we're good with 4. Maybe. I think we'll need the 5. We do need the 5. What? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. What the hell was that? I thought it guaranteed it to hit 5. It increases the chance. I thought it always guaranteed. The mechanics. What are the mechanics? Okay, what about for moves like Rock Blast that hit 2 to 5 times? Loaded dice for 2 to 5 multi-hit moves looks at the initial roll, which is still 35% for 2 hits, 35 for 3, 15 for 4, and 15 for 5. If it rolls 4 or 5, loaded dice doesn't do anything. Otherwise, it rolls the number of hits as 5 minus a random integer from 0 to 1 inclusive. In other words, half the time it would hit 4. Okay. Basically, that was a lot of information. Half the time it hits 4, half the time it hits 5. Which means it's 100, 2, or 125. So, still the strongest move. It's just I thought that it guaranteed that it hit the max. Like, I thought it behaved like Skill Link. Bronzong will keep current. This one's a crunch situation. Okay, Magnezone will keep current. This thing, I don't know if it's gonna have Magnet Pull or Sturdy, but I'm still just gonna crunch. Icicle Spear, I don't think we're doing that. Okay. Haha, you're dumb! You had used Reflect, I would have been upset. But you're using Light Screen on my physical attacker. Tinkaton. I actually have to switch. Making it interesting. Actually, I won't switch. I'm going to do this on set battle style. Like your last Pokemon. If it's your last Pokemon. All my moves are still resisted. It's gonna go for a fairy move here. I think I just need to... I don't think there's a point in me trying to stay in. Like, that's kind of overkill. It's gonna go for a fairy move, or it's gonna protect. If it goes for the fairy move, Vulcan resists it. And then can armor cannon and destroy it. She's gonna terrestrialize it to pure steel. Oh, I forgot about Stealth Rock. That was so long ago. I learned the whole mechanic of an item before that. This one is so morbid.
I'm done for now.